Today, we address a pressing issue in Papua New Guinea's political landscape, the call for Prime Minister James Marape to resign. The deputy opposition leader and member for Chuave, Honorable James Nomane, has raised serious concerns about the state of leadership under Marape. Let's dive into the details. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're discussing the recent statement from Honorable James Nomane, who has boldly called for Prime Minister Marape's resignation. What led to this demand? Let's break it down. The office of the Prime Minister should represent the people. However, according to Honorable Nomane, it has become increasingly tribal and self-serving under Marape's leadership. Nomane points out that when a leader prioritizes personal and tribal interests over national unity, the result is societal collapse. One of the key points raised by Nomane is Marape's involvement in the Paraka saga, where the Prime Minister took the stand as a witness. In most Commonwealth countries, this would prompt resignation. Yet, Marape continues to hold power. Since taking office in 2019, Marape's leadership has been marked by policy failures and a lack of decisive action. Issues remain unresolved, and instead of addressing them, Marape is accused of clinging to power by changing the constitution and enacting laws to suppress dissent. The amendment to Section 145 of the Constitution to stop votes of no confidence, shutting down Facebook, and threatening students to not partake in peaceful, unarmed protest under the guise of the Counterterrorism Act 2024 is totalitarian. The Marape government is exercising absolute and centralized control. The freedom of students, NGOs, and the public to express dissent and protest peacefully is undermined. Marape has become a threat to our democracy. Han Nomane urges students to voice their frustrations responsibly and peacefully. He criticizes MPs who support Marape's censorship and calls out leaders who threaten students for participating in protests. He specifically condemns Han Jimmy Maladina for threatening ESALA students with loss of funding for participating in protests. Nomane emphasizes that students have the right to express dissent and should not be intimidated. Nomane calls for strong, principled leaders who prioritize national unity and democracy. He emphasizes that Marape's leadership failures undermine the future of Papua New Guinea's next generation of leaders and professionals. The students in their protest have highlighted chronic problems emanating from the weak leadership of Marape as Prime Minister since 2019. The protracted law and order and economic crisis have led to a lack of legitimacy of the government. Leadership is about the next generation, and Marape has now failed to imbue trust and confidence in our future leaders, accountants, doctors, lawyers, and professionals. This is an indictment on the poor performance of James Marape as Prime Minister. What do you think about Nomane's statement? Should Prime Minister Marape step down? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates.